I am Noah's wife. They only ever remember Noah, his obedience, his faith, his ark. But I was there too. I watched my husband build the boat in the middle of dry land, day after day, year after year. I watched him come home with tired eyes and splinters in his hands, mocked by neighbors, dismissed by friends. But I stood by him. I didn't always understand. There were days I wrestled with fear. What if the rain never came? What if we had heard wrong? What if we were fools? But every time I looked at him, I saw a man who walked with God, and I chose to walk with him. I gathered food, wove garments, prepared a place for animals I had never seen. I packed for a world I didn't know, for a future I couldn't picture. And when the sky darkened and the rain began to fall, I clung to my children as we stepped into the unknown. The door closed, and it was not Noah who shut it, it was God. Inside the ark, the noise of the world faded, but a different noise took its place. Storms that roared above us, animals that cried around us, and our own hearts aching for what had been lost. We buried silence and remembered laughter. We missed the sun and feared what came next. But we held on to hope because the one who gave the instructions had never failed us before. And then, light. The door opened and the smell of newness met us. The world was quieter, empty, raw. But it was ours to begin again. I planted the first seeds with trembling hands. I kissed the soil with hope. And I watched my sons take their first steps in a land cleansed by mercy. You may not know my name, but I was there. I was faithful. I was brave. I was chosen. I am Noah's wife, and I will never forget the sound of the rain or the silence that followed. A prayer from Noah's wife. Father, for every heart that feels on sin, remind them you see. For every soul walking in obedience that cost them comfort, give them courage. Bless those who carry faith in quiet ways, behind the scenes, in the shadows. Strengthen the ones supporting others through storms they didn't choose. May they know their part in your story is powerful, purposeful, and precious. And may they trust, as I did, that even when the skies grow dark, you are the one who shuts the door and opens it again to a new beginning. Amen.